sent him of a candle holder from where we recorded this record. He did a wonderful job, and I sent him a bunch of photographs of myself, and he picked that 5-year-old Susan to put on the front in her badass, attitudinal, wearing all her brother's clothes. It's Inside Daisy Clover for me. Right. That's who I think I look like there. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but...
No, what does that mean?
Inside Daisy Clover was a Natalie Wood movie.
Oh.
Okay.
Great. Go look it up. But anyway, and my husband, Russ, he does all the stuff of putting all the words and all the information and everything that I could never keep track of.
There's a ton of data in here. It's really nice.
I know. That's all Russ.
It's all small print, so it's hard for me to read because I'm half blind.
But he does.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to do Daniel the courtesy of giving him an idea what song we ought to play next, because there's a few of them here we want to get to. But could you tell us what song you would like for us to get into next? And then I got some questions for you about your equipment, the stuff that you use when you play.
Are you talking to me or Daniel?
Oh, to you,
We're
Susan.
talking to you.
Yeah. Is there a?
I would like to play next.
Yeah. What would you like us to get to next? I mean, any particular song? Sweet Bitter End, or?
I'm pretty fond of Real Life.
Real Life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Daniel.
I think we have a winner.
About that.
Okay, you can cue that up, Daniel.
I will try my best.
Very good. So now I'm looking in the liner notes and I see you playing live, I guess, and there's a great shot of you here. You're just wailing away. What are you playing? That looks like a Taylor.
It is a Taylor.
Oh, is it the Taylor Auditorium?
I have been gifted Taylors in the last 10 years, free, gifted to me.
Really? By who?
Yes.
By Taylor?
Yeah, no. Just by happenstance. A friend of mine, a guy named Brent Grolke, who puts on the South by Southwest convention in Austin every year. My ex-husband bought me one. It was a Nancy Griffith signature model. Pardon me?
Wow.
Yeah, she's a friend of ours. And we got a deal on it, and it got stolen. And then our other friend gave me another one in its replacement, and then my brother Bob somehow knows some guy from Taylor and gifted me one for Christmas last year. So I'm a Taylor girl.
No kidding. Well, what kind of equipment do you play through? I mean,
I have no clue.
You just plug it and go.
Honest
plug in where they say, and she just starts playing.
I'm going to tell you this straight up.
Wow.
I am a singer.
That is so cool.
And I'm a songwriter. And I only pretend to know what I'm doing on guitar or any other instrument.
Nah, that's not true. No, that's not true. I've seen you. I've heard your playing. That's not true. No.
I'm a good rhythm guitar player, but there will be no leads. And I don't. What?
The question that I have to ask is, what genre would you put your music into?
Yeah. What would you say?
Well, from what I hear, I think I'm in the singer-songwriter, Americana, folk, country, rock, pop.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I was trying to figure out where would you place this.
Yeah.
And my wife and I were talking today after listening to some of your music, and
I don't know. I think that's only part of the problem, Steve.
Yeah,
that's not a problem.
Yeah, the tendency is to liken an artist to somebody else. Oh yeah, you really sound like Deep Purple, or whatever.
Right. Right.
And I don't see that. I mean, I forget what song we were listening to earlier, but I was like, geez, I don't know, but Susan's reminding me of Shania Twain on the song for some reason. I don't know.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's amazing. But this
I get locked in with Lucinda Williams, who's a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. And then it gets just lost. And you know what? Here's the deal, guys.
Uh-huh.
I just don't care.
Good for you.
I make the music I make. It serves my purpose to save my soul. And if it serves somebody else's purpose to help save theirs or help them through, that's really all I care about.
That's great.
Spoken like a true singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
That's all there really is to it.
Yeah, so tell us about Real Life.
Real Life's awesome. Okay. So, we had these people funding our record called the Threadheads, which is a wonderful organization.
Yeah, what is that? I've been reading about the Threadheads.
Yeah, Threadheads are awesome.
Well, what is it? Well, how did they come up with Threadheads? How do you get that name?
Because they started out as just a group of people who came down to New Orleans for Jazz Fest, and they had a thread that they would all go to.
Oh.
Okay, like a computer thread.
Okay, I thought maybe it was some sort of Grateful Dead reference.
No, it's not. It's nothing satanic.
Just checking.
So and then, and then they, when Katrina happened, they're a bunch of Jazz Fest New Orleans music-loving people.
Mm-hmm.
And when Katrina happened, there was no more music coming out of our city because we were all paralyzed.
Yeah, everything was gone.
Everything was gone, and so they came to one of our more well-known artists. His name is Paul Sanchez.
Uh-huh.
And it was just a group of people that always came to see him play at Jazz Fest and stuff. And they were just like, when can we get another record from you? And Paul just kind of said, I don't even have a place to live right now. Right. So I can't answer that. And they were just like, well, what would it take to make a record?
Uh-huh.
And Paul was like, oh, okay. And that's how it pretty much got born. And they're a wonderful, wonderful organization. And they're a nonprofit. And, you know, they either donate and or contribute. And if you can pay them back, that's cool. And if you can't, it's supposed to be okay as well. It doesn't always work out that way. I have not sold. I have not been able to pay back my debt.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the music industry is a very different place to be right now.
Right.
But that being said, it's still a wonderful, just a wonderful group of people. It's like kind of replacing record companies.
Okay.
You know, and you don't have a $55,000 debt. You know.
Gotcha.
You know, and so yeah.
Okay.
What was the original question?
Well, I want to know about Real Life. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's even a better thing. Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting old, and I'm not going to pretend I'm not.
I think you're doing great.
All right. So here's the deal. So these folks give us this money, and what I realized, and Russ is the guy who said, look, you have all these songs. We have started a bunch of songs. If we don't take somebody up on an offer and set a date and time, we might never get back on track. We might never get back to doing what we do because we were so indecisive. I mean, decision-making became impossible.
Really?
After Katrina. Absolutely. Just paralyzed. Paralyzed is the best word I have for it. So anyway, so Russ said, look, let's take these folks up on their offer, but you're going to have to, we have to have a deadline. You have to have a timeline.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to have to go in and do this, which I'm not used to doing. My songs come from God, and I don't sit down and write songs. They come to me, and then I try to acquiesce.
Mm-hmm.
So Real Life is a result of a schedule I had to put myself on in my sunroom from 9 to 12 every day in order to get this album written, Lighthouse.
Really?
And get in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So Real Life is one of my favorites because of this. I was very resentful one afternoon. I was trying to finish the bridge to Way That It Goes.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't. And I'm sitting in this freaking room going, if I wanted to be in a room from 9 to 5, I would have a day job. I have been avoiding a day job all my life.
Right.
And I was very upset because I just wasn't used to it. I didn't go to school. I had no structure in my childhood. And here I am being put on a regimen in the schedule.
Yeah, right.
So Real Life is my Bob Dylan rebel song to being put on a schedule. And all that kept coming to my mind while I was trying to finish the bridge to Way That It Goes was, what are all the other things I'd rather be doing right now?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, ladies, all right. Yeah. All right. Well, now off of Susan Cowsill's 2010 CD Lighthouse, Real Life.
time in the day just to be who I am. Maybe I'll walk on the wire. Maybe I'll swallow some fire today, or walk in the snow with no shoes on, you know, on the coldest of cold winter's days. 'Cause sometimes real life can be much too much grown up for me. And sometimes real life can be a beautiful place that you never ever want to leave. I think I'll study the rain, see if it's true what they say about Spain, and the rain on the plane, and just what kind of plane do they mean? 'Cause sometimes real life can be much too much grown up for me. And sometimes real life can be a beautiful place that you never ever want to leave. Wanna leave. I'm over my head, I'm under the gun. And when all's done and said, I just wanna have fun. I just wanna have fun. Doesn't everyone? I just wanna have I hear him jingling his keys. The captain is telling me it's time to go. It's the end of the show. I can come back whenever I please. And sometimes real life can be way too much grown up for me. And sometimes real life can be a beautiful place that you never ever want to leave. Wanna leave, and I don't wanna leave. I've got much too much time on my hands.
All right, there you have it, Officers in Cowsill's CD from 2010, Lighthouse, and that's Real Life. Susan, thanks again so much for joining us. I am just so thrilled that you came along, that you allowed us to bully you into coming on Loving, Caring, and Sharing.
Well, I like the words loving, caring, and sharing. So it was kind of easy for me, and I'm grateful, and I'm having a blast, which I don't always do doing it.
I think we should go longer than just the standard 2-hour show.
You know, I'm thinking the same thing. Susan, how do you feel about that? Are you up for doing a little overtime?
Hey, I'm a Saints fan.
Yeah, now we're talking. Okay. Now we're talking.
Well, you're going to have to do overtime for that then, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. All right. So, Susan, tell me about life in New Orleans post Katrina. What have you been? Obviously, you've been doing your music and stuff. What's family life there like for you?
It's quite inspiring.
Yeah.
And life affirming.
Mm-hmm.
And also tragic, and I mean, not anymore. I mean, we're really coming around, but the early days were pretty significantly tragic, is how I could best describe it. It took a handful of us who were willing to